Yes, I am. I am Catholic. I was born and raised Catholic. Both my parents were religious and took my sister and I to church every Sunday. Um, so yes, I would consider myself a religious person. So like I said, I was born and raised Catholic. I attended Catholic schools as well. Um, I had a kind of a brush with death when I was quite young. When I was in first grade, I had surgery on my tonsils, and I hemorrhaged, and it was a very life-threatening situation, and I was rushed to the hospital. But I remember before I was rushed to the hospital, I got down on my knees on my bed, and I prayed and prayed and prayed and says, I don't want to die. So a peace overcame me at that time, and I'd have to say that I always remember that feeling, and so that has really shaped my connection with God, I would say. And it didn't happen just once. I actually healed from that. I was in the hospital for many weeks, and the same thing happened again, which is very unusual for this complication for surgery to happen twice. And ironically, when this happened to me, so I was only like, what, in first grade, 6 or 7 years old, maybe 8. A girl that we knew on our street, the same thing happened to her, and she actually died. So I would have to say that was a pivotal moment in my life where I felt like someone was watching over me, and that if I asked for help, I actually might get it. So I would say that was a turning point. I embrace people of all faiths. I actually have grown up around many faiths. My mom was actually Byzantine Catholic, which is a different form of Catholicism. My father, ironically, was a Methodist, and he actually ended up converting. But we knew all about different religions. My mom actually grew up in Squirrel Hill, and she said she grew up among Jewish people. Although she was Catholic, most of her schoolmates, because she went to Alderdice, were Jewish. So talking about other religions was always really free in our house, which I think back in those days wasn't as popular as it is now. I have a central core belief that everyone comes from a higher power. I believe in God. Some other people believe it's called something else. But I believe that all religions should be embraced, and that if it shapes you as a person in your morality and your convictions, then I believe whatever we call our religion should be accepted by everybody. I am what you call a pro-life Democrat, and I think that's kind of an ironic statement because people mix views with political stances, and I would say my religion, I don't know if it's my religion or just my beliefs that tend to sway me towards a different political view. I wish there really wasn't terms on political views. It's kind of black or white. It's like Democrat or Republican. But I believe that you can believe in different things. For example, I am pro-life, although Democrats, they sort of embrace pro-choice. I am pro-life, but I'm also pro-life for the environment, environmental issues, and for poverty issues. I don't consider that Democratic or Republican. I just think that's a moral view or moral ethic problem that we have to deal with. So my religion does sway how I feel morally, but I wouldn't have to say that in an election, am I going to pick based on my religion? Like if the Catholics want you to choose Republican, no, I absolutely will not let that sway my vote.